So hello everyone, this is Team 5 and myself Prapan, and my team members are Dhruv, Pamneja, Pragya, Singh, Ullas and Visist. So in this world of professionalism, effective communication and listening skills are essential for success in today's corporate landscape. Keeping this in mind, we are working on a project which is basically a part of SPG uh, course of third year of IIT degree. So now just Pragya, introduce yourself and continue further.
Hello, my name is Pragya Singh, and we took this SPG project as a very insightful manner. We draw insights from interviews with professionals, extensive research, analysis of communication strategies, and it helps a lot to make the project.
Our project focuses on exploring the dynamics of communication proficiency within corporate environments.
Core issues addressed like include integral, verbal and non-verbal communication, promoting active listening, and fostering listening excellence.
In the end, this project aims to provide actionable recommendations for enhancing communication practices and driving possible outcomes in organizational settings. So that will be all from us. Thank you.
So, hello everyone. My name is Pragya Singh, and I'm a student of BSc in Data Science and Application at IIT Madras. Ullas is my teammate. So, as my post project is communication and listening skill, so we welcome you, Jaslene, for this project interview. Kindly introduce yourself or start.
Yeah, hi Pragya, hi Ullas. I'm Jaslene Sharan Taro. I have graduated as a computer science engineer in the year 2022. Currently working as a test engineer, and I have experience from 1.5 years. And currently leading an internal driving team. Yes, that's all about myself.
That's so good. So, Jaslene, as you know, our project is called communication and listening skill. So we have to emphasize on how the daily conversation works and in IT industry or whatever professional that you are working on, professional work. So, in day-to-day basis, how do you communicate with your teammates during work hours, or because some people are junior, some are your head. So how do you usually communicate?
Yeah, either it is junior or senior. I always tend to maintain the professional etiquettes with my colleague, and I do not sound like over friendly or rude kind of. I always maintain a cordial relationship and very friendly manner. Like it should not be like attitude or something, right? We should be always friendly and like in a smooth way, and you should be polite enough. And whenever like you speak to your juniors, you should be in a position to make them understand and like in a very calm way, patient way. You should not just boss around like do this, do that. We have to use can, please, can you please, and all. So I always maintain my communication very cordial and professional.
Yeah, that's so good. So you work as a lead in your team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes it happens like when opinions clash in the team. So how do you get everyone talking constructively and reach a decision?
Yeah, there are often clashes. Like, see, we are individual persons. We have our individual thinking. Someone might think plan A might suit good, and someone might think that plan B might suit good. So we might have clashes and everything. So what I do as a lead is that I take everyone's opinion and I make them understand what it is. And accordingly, we like for example, plan A and plan B. There are two kind of plans. So I try to incorporate both and come to a solution so that it is easy and everyone is also okay with it. So that is my strategy.
Okay.
How do you make sure your team feels comfortable sharing ideas, concerns, or feedback openly?
Yeah, so in my team, I'm handling a team of 4 people currently. So see, everyone has different personalities. Some people are overactive and they are proactive and they share their ideas. Some people tend to be very silent or like they keep their ideas to themselves. So what I do is I connect. I do not go individually. My strategy is always being a team, and we need to be a team. So I connect with them over like a one call. I ask everyone's opinions individually, and if they are okay or not. Some people don't open up their mouth as well. I need to poke. Is it correct? Are you okay with it? So that is how I follow, and I believe like everyone's opinion needs to be valued because see, without intelligence, they won't come here. So if they are here, that means they're capable of it. So that is how I take everyone's concerns. And if anyone has concerns also, I maintain friendly relationship as I said earlier. So I tend to I expect them to share their concerns to me if they're not okay with the approach, or if they're not okay with my working method, or if they have any feedback also. See, as a team lead, at times I have to give some difficult I have to force them to work, I have to say them to work extra. So that is all comes, right? And I can't be a good person at all. Like all the times I can't be very good, very friendly. There are certain times, tough times which comes. So in that case, I appreciate their input. Like I ask them, is it okay, or was I too bad on you? I ask them to cooperate with me so that we can achieve the goal. That is how I follow.
From your introduction, kindly introduce yourself.
So hi guys, myself Aditya Gaswal. I have been a student myself from IIT Madras. I was enrolled in the data science course which we are currently pursuing, and thereafter I joined Hero FinCorp as a data scientist in the off-campus placements. Now it's around going to be 11 months since I joined there, and I pursue. So this is about me. Thanks.
Okay, great. So since our project is communication, So it happens, Aditya, that many times you have to deal with stakeholders that are not with a technical background. So how do you handle communication challenges when working with a client or stakeholders that may not have a technical background?
See, the point is when we are working with a non-technical background guys, so in those cases, in any case, like it's not always a technical or not technical. Even when we are dealing with the senior managements or people who are not into so technical, we have to make it mandatory for ourselves to convert whatever we are doing on the technical part into a very layman terms. We should be very much simple, very much concise in our numbers and the various, what we call the outcomes which we have arrived, the results which we got. So those should be in very much as simple as you are talking to a 5-year-old boy. That's it. So if we assume that okay, the other guy must know this. So if I'm saying okay, I employed this techniques and this and that and that. So it is very much possible the other person is not able to grasp what we are talking about. Okay, so it's very much we should be knowing our stuffs in such a manner that we, even if we are asked to convey our messages to just a 5-year-old boy, a school kid, he must be able to, okay, this is what I got it. That's it.
Yeah, so I had a question that since you're in a data scientist position, there must be a lot of information which you must have to assimilate as a team. A team gets the same information. So how do you handle a situation where the team doesn't see eye to eye on the same on the same information? They interpret it in different ways. So how do you
yeah, that's the beauty of the team, no? Because what we see just from one point of view. We are seeing in our terms, but when you're having a team, so there lies the power to leverage the various viewpoints. No, the other person might be seeing something which we are not seeing, and this happens in any of the field, but particularly in data science, this happens in infinite ways. No, because when other person, if we are given the same data and we are suppose going, so it is better if it gives a added advantage when we are discussing with our co-mates, because they might be directly or indirectly giving such inputs which will help us in breaking down the data as desired, and the outputs will be astonishing. So
variation matters.
Yeah, variance. From variation comes a variance. So if there is variance in the data, the model also performs better, right?
Yeah.
So the team means variance, because if there is no variance, your output will be, the model performance will be not very good. So same happens with us. So take the inputs of your team, and there is no harm in taking the opinions of others, because it's gonna help. And no one can cheat you, because you are having the most powerful thing. You are having the data itself, so you can cross verify. You can check it out. Okay, what the other person is saying is right or wrong. So you get a overall 360-degree panoramic view of whatever you are working on. So you will be rocking in that sense.
That's very well put. Another follow-up question to that would be that naturally you said working in a team, and so how do you deal with a situation where you're receiving critical feedback? I mean, particularly how do you show that you're appreciative of their input? Like you said, different people bring different viewpoints. So how do you try to make them feel that okay, I have acknowledged your viewpoint, and yeah.
Obviously, Dhruv, we receive, and this in the initial stages this happens very well, because we are in the learning phase, and in data science, the more you learn, the more you realize that you don't know many things, and the more you know, you say okay, I know zero about it, because that's the vastness of this field. So we can never be as confident that okay, now I know everything about this. Even I have seen, because the team in which I work, they are fantastic people. So even I see the people, one of my managers, his experience, like he's in this field for the last 21 years. So still, like, he appreciates the juniors who are just entering into this field, and he just has expectations that okay, you guys might be having a different viewpoints and everything. Yeah. So when we keep our viewpoints, obviously we are bound to make mistakes, and we receive critical feedbacks, and many of the times things don't. We are given something, okay, and things are not coming out. There is no pattern in the data, and so and so. So we have to keep ourselves in a state of mind that yes, we are a trainee or we are a learner in this field. So if we are approaching the problems in a mindset that okay, I know things, then we are bound to get stuck, and our growth will stop abruptly. So we need to be very much humble, and in a way to take the criticisms not as a criticism but as a learning experience, because that's what the term experience means here. Yeah. So
the crux is taking criticism as a learning. Yeah.
We should be taking it as a learning, because that's what we'll be doing whole our career itself.
So kindly introduce yourself first.
Definitely. And first of all, thanks Pragya and Visist for giving me this opportunity. So my name is Karthik Tangala. I'm working as a technical lead at Wipro. So our primary work is like we work in CS automation, that is cloud and infrastructure services automation, where we do data center level automation tasks using multiple technologies. That is brief about me.
And that's so good. So as our topic is communication, so you work in a team. So there are some people work from home in a hybrid model. Yeah. So in the world of remote work, how do you make sure everyone stays on the same page and connected?
Okay, first of all, I would like to tell one thing here. In the reality, what is happening?
Yeah.
Right now, none of the companies in the industry, especially in IT industry, they are not allowing people to do work from home, especially in service-based sector. If you see Indian companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, everybody's already stopped work from home. But we have the companies allowing based on the situations. Okay, but as you asked the question, how we were managing, especially if you go back almost 1.5 years, 2 years back, we were completely working work from home. Okay, so it was completely remote way of working. So the main thing is how the communication channels what we use. Okay, in the company. So you know, right? Okay, almost throughout the world, most of the companies we use Windows platform. Okay, so in Windows platform, we use enterprise level of applications to communicate. Generally, not only for work from home. Generally, we use enterprise level applications to communicate with the people. A couple of years back, there was Skype. Now most of the companies are not using Skype. Now we are using Teams application.
Yeah.
Okay. How we are using Google Meet now. So in enterprise level, most of the 95% of the companies use Microsoft Teams. Okay, just like how we are having a meeting now, we through Teams we are communicating with the people. That is one thing. And one more thing is communication applications like Outlook for the mail purposes, as well as Office 365 for the remaining tasks and everything. So Outlook and Microsoft Teams, these two applications play major role in the communication. Okay, in most of the IT organizations.
Yeah.
Okay, so these two applications comes with Office 365 suite. Okay, which is created by Microsoft along with Windows. Okay, so that is how we communicate with the people. And if you see, while I started working from 2014, we were having phones also, the desktop phones to communicate with people for other countries or maybe inside India also.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say suppose if you are not able to find the person online, okay, we were directly calling through the desktop phone. But right now that era is also gone.
Yeah.
You can't find those desktop phones right now anywhere. Okay, and now WhatsApp Business came into picture. So if you know, so we people are using WhatsApp for the personal purposes. Personal purposes. But whereas WhatsApp Business also came into picture, where most of the enterprises are communicating through WhatsApp Business, sharing files in an encrypted manner, and so file sharing also. If you see, we are using SharePoint application.
Yeah.
Which is
So basically, you use Microsoft Teams, Outlook,
exactly. So all these things are enterprise level application coming as a a complete package kind of a thing along with Windows.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we install Windows in enterprise level, there will be an agreement between the company with Microsoft to provide all these applications along with Windows. We pay for that. Okay. We pay for that particular license.
Okay, so the communication will be smooth.
Exactly. Because communication will be smooth, and if there is any issue with any application, there is one single vendor that is Microsoft to communicate with.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say suppose I use Google Meet, okay, for the communication, just like this. If there is any issue happens with Google Meet on Windows, I need to contact Microsoft as well as Google, because I don't know what is the issue. Is it issue with the Google application or is it issue with Windows operating system? That's why we'll stick with one vendor to get all enterprise level applications.
Great, Karthik. Since you are a technical lead, so you have to talk with clients. Like there are oftentimes the client is not with tech background.
Yes.
So how do you communicate with technical details to those clients who may not be familiar with tech jargons?
Okay, perfect. So in this case, it's not like only I am going to communicate with the client directly. Okay. When we get a requirement from the client directly speak with a business analyst who understand their business. Okay. So the business analyst will go to the client first and ask for their requirement. What you need. The ultimate goal of client will be to improve their business or reduce their costs. Okay. The client will speak in the words of dollars. They always talk about money. Okay. That understanding as a technical person, I may or may not be able to receive it. Okay, there will be a business analyst or director level kind of a person who will go and speak with the client first to understand their business requirements.
Okay.
That business requirement, once we get the business requirement, that business requirement will be converted into a technical form by an architect.
Okay.
There will be an architect at the top level who will understand the business requirement and convert the requirement into a technical format.
Okay, so this is a series of people.
Correct. It's not like I directly go and speak with the client. Okay, under client also there will be a technical team. So we speak with the technical team to understand the requirements. So the top level management always speak about business. Okay, that business will be converted into technical level understanding by the architects and business analysts. That technical level of understanding will be given to the technical leads. Okay, so the technical lead connect to the team which is there with the client, because they will understand what is happening at the ground level, and we will communicate to each other to understand what we need to deliver to them.
Okay, that's the whole process.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, like coming to the team, like how do you encourage your team members like to share their technical thoughts, like ideas, like or concerns only?
Okay, so for this question, I'll explain what we did recently. Okay, so recently into our team, I have hired nearly 20 people who are very new to the IT industry. Like they just completed their training, or they just completed their bachelor's and came into working culture, or they just completed 1 or 2 years of journey in IT. So those people don't know or don't have much knowledge about the technology. So here we use the technologies like Python, PowerShell, some automation tools like Ansible, Terraform. We also use cloud platforms like Azure, AWS, GP2 and everything. They don't have any idea on it. So how we train those people? So these people will come with empty minds. Okay, we need to put something in their mind so that they will become kind of diamonds in that particular area. Okay, so how we train them? So we always encourage them to come up with their own research. It's not because once you enter into IT industry, it's not like a classroom. Okay, so so there will be multiple people who have multiple kind of mindsets. You will be able to reach out to each and every person and understand what they are thinking here. If you see the classroom, you will follow your teacher or professor. Whatever he says, you will do. Okay, here it's not like that. You need to explore the things on your own. You need to understand the culture what is happening in the office. You need to speak with multiple people. Multiple people come up with multiple ideas. You need to understand them. Okay, so these kind of things will be there. For that, first of all, we encourage people to improve their thought process. First of all, boss, the first and foremost thing is, boss, you come out of the college level mindset here.
Yes.
It's not going to work out. It's not like we'll give you an assignment, you need to submit, then you need to study something and write the exams. No.
You have to think.
You have to think because you are in reality here.
Yeah.
So there is no particular curriculum you need to follow and you need to complete something and so that things will be done. No. client will come up with some requirement. You need to understand the requirement on your own. If you have any doubts, you need to reach out to the people who already have some kind of experience in the same field. Okay, you need to come up with your own ideology, like how you can do it. So recently, I think all of you know that right, Gen AI become a buzzword. Okay, so we are getting questions from the clients. Boss, everybody are talking about Gen AI in the industry. So what you are going to do with it? Simple question with the client. The client don't want to think in the technical way. Client will say, boss, I'll give you money. So what you are going to do for me in the field of Gen AI?
Yeah.
That's how client asks. So you need to come up with your own ideas how you deliver the things. Okay.
Yes.
So how you can improve such kind of ideology? So recently, I encourage some of my juniors to start going to different events, technology events done by multiple companies like Microsoft, Google. Myself, I have attended Microsoft AI tour in Bangalore. So today also actually there is an event called Google AI Roadshow. Unfortunately, we didn't get the pass.
Oh.
Okay. So we encourage people to go there and understand what people are talking about, what people are doing in the industry, in the outside. Okay. So it's like, think about innovation. It's not like what you have in the plate. You need to eat it. You need to think. Boss, I have an empty plate. How can I fill it in a better way? Got it? We encourage people to think in that manner. Okay. So we always. So my manager. How his ideology. What he always says to us was, there are a lot of things in the market. There are a lot of things that are already available in the internet. Okay. You can create a solution in any way. Okay. Let's suppose if I ask you to write a program, you can write in Python, you can write in PowerShell, you can write in Terraform, you can write in C, C++, Java. There are multiple languages in the market.
Yes.
Exactly.
But you need to explore and find out which is the better way to deliver. Okay. Which is the standard way to deliver the things, which will give you less errors. You got
Also
the point?
cost optimized also.
Exactly. Everything. So when you will be able to give such kind of an answer,
Yeah.
when you have a broader idea on the things.
Idea on that. Yeah.
So you need to explore the things on your own. You need to have a broader idea on the things. You need to have a broader idea on the market, what is going on.
Kindly introduce yourself.
I'm Bhavesh Pathak. Currently, I'm teaching chemistry for IT, JEE and NEET, and I'm software engineer.
So my first question from you, that why do you think communication skills are important in academics and the workplace?
Communication is very important for your academic and professional place. Like if you will not communicate properly,
Yeah.
then it will not help you in academically, and it will not able to express yourself. First of all, if you want to say something or to student, like I'm teacher, and if I want to communicate properly in class, first of all, I have to find that how student is in my class, and then after, I have to teach them accordingly, and I have to maintain that the student not get bored in the class, and also able to understand the topic, and so I have to teach them properly and with good communication skill like hand gesture, and I also have to take care that when student is get bored from the specific topic,
Yeah.
if the student get bored, then I have to say something off to the subject.
Can you give an example of how effective communication has benefited you personally in your academic or professional life?
Communication helped me, like many of the teachers, my colleague, and all the teachers, many teachers have good communication skills, and they are teachers because of good communication skill. And communication skill help them in classes, and academically, we have to represent ourselves in meetings, or we have to say something, or we have to take presentations or seminars at somewhere. At that time, you have to take care of all the audience. That audience should have all ears to your topic or your subject, what you want to express, what you want to say. And the core thing, you have to take care of the core thing of the seminars or presentations. If the core thing is in your mind and you know how to elaborate it, then it is going to help. Otherwise, if you don't know how to elaborate it or with good communication skill, then it is not going to work. Might be possible your concept or your thing is proper, but if you are not going to express it properly, then it is not going to help. You have to express it first.
This is how effective communication works. So, sir, it often happens so many times that there is disagreement within the senior management, or you have worked in IT also. You are currently a teacher. So, how do you handle disagreements or conflicts with your senior?
My disagreement is a very specific topic, because might be possible someone can be disagree with your thought, or anyone, your senior or your junior. You have to deal with them, or might be possible you are disagree with someone else.
Yeah.
Then how to handle it or how to say it is very particular, and it will also impact your complete session or the relation between you guys. If you have to disagree with someone, how to disagree with someone, you should know. If someone is disagreed from your, then how to react you. This is also very important, because it is also going to affect your relation. So how to disagree with someone? If this is my thing, I live this moment many times. Like if you have to disagree with someone, then first of all, listen carefully. First thing, you have to listen carefully that what he is saying, what she is saying, you have to listen carefully. Then after, you also need to understand the point of view of the and what is the relevancy of that thing. and then after, because perspective may be different of someone, and you should not just stiff on your things that I only have to do this. I don't know. I don't want to do this. You should understand the point of view of the others also at that for that topic. So disagreement can be made by giving some compliment. Like if you are disagree with someone, listen carefully, understand their point of view. Second step, and third step, say them that he is good. He thought very well, but if it can be done in this manner, that will be more effective. This worked many times for me.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah, actually, myself Adira Yoyaki. I have completed my MSc, integrated MSc Chemistry from Central University of Tamil Nadu around the year 2020. And after that, at CSIR and CL, I have joined as a project assistant. And after a couple of years, I think after one and a half years, I have converted to PA to PhD position. So now I'm currently doing PhD in different electrocatalysis and all those things. Yeah.
Great. So I will start from the first question. We have the topic of communication, how communication should be used in our workplace. So how do you typically communicate with your colleagues or supervisor on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, actually, the communication with my colleagues or supervisors is since I told right, I'm PA to PhD student, so I have to work in project as well. So it is like a teamwork also. So it is really important to have a maintained communication. And apart from the project work, also we'll be having our own work and our own stress. So it is it should be more professional kind of thing with our colleagues and also with our guide as well. So I will be updating my own work whenever our guide is demanding, and also with respect to project. And since I am a senior student, more responsibility is on to me. So it is really important to have a good maintained communication level, not that rude and not that soft kind of that kind of communication is
so
very
that
important.
Kind of a strategy you maintain.
Yeah, in order to cope up with the team and also with the guide, and it should be very typical kind of communication we should adopt. Otherwise, more professional rather than personal.
Yeah. So you told that you have to maintain professional. So do you have any kind of a strategy to ensure that clear or concise communication in written reports or presentation?
Yeah, actually, in written reports, with respect to presentation and all, whenever I'm presenting some data or some result regarding whatever outputs I'm getting out of my work, means I have to present in a group of students. So it is not whatever, even though they are into my topic and they won't be that much explored as what I am exploring with respect to my work. So I will be correlating scientifically with all the results, all the outputs that we have got from starting from the very basic analysis, seeing if we are talking about seeing the morphology of whatever catalyst or something we have prepared to the application level. So that correlation we will be putting onto bullet points, and some of the animations I will be using for the presentation. And when we are going into written report, it will be much more elaborated, in a better scientific language, means rather than going on to some simple English languages, it will be more scientific language and better representation of the colorful representation of our scientific outputs from what we are aiming at to get out of the results. It will be scientifically representing the with respect to some cartoons or something like that. Yeah, that is how I'm representing my results.
Yeah, that's so great.
Well said, Atiradi. So sometimes while giving presentation, we need to explain some complex ideas to a non-expert audience. So are you having any example of such experience that in case when you had to elaborate any complex idea to a non-expert audience?
Yeah, actually, basically, I'm working in fuel cell based system. So it is a kind of energy application. So everyone who is not part of this project or not part of this complex system won't be having much idea about what is happening in the system. So I will be connecting it with some usual basic scientific examples, and I will be trying to explain that manner. So basically, we are telling when we are talking about the fuel cell, all those things, it will be a simple reduction reaction or something like that. So we'll be correlating it with some means day-to-day life examples and all. That is the way I am approaching that expert audience. Depending on the expertise, even though sometimes you have to present to some students which is from schools and all. So depending on that, the level of explanation changes. If you are presenting it to some scientist which is from another field, you can use more scientific language and they will be understanding in an easier way.
Yeah.
So depending upon that, I will be taking.
So it varies audience to audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.